Have you ever just wanted to hang out at GameStop all day long? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkey Flop here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got a couple of news topics to talk about, not just GameStop, so hopefully you guys stay tuned until the entire end and support your boy by dropping a like, dropping a comment, and if you guys are new, of course, subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump into the GameStop topic, and then we'll move into some other news. But GameStop's in the news because you remember that video where I covered GameStop's new plan a couple of months ago? Well, the media is barely picking up on it right now, which is kind of hilarious. Like, where have you been all this time? Under a rock? But I did want to mention that GameStop might have a couple of new plans for their store. Now, if you guys weren't aware or didn't see my video that I covered a couple of months ago, I'll briefly describe it to you guys. Basically, GameStop was planning on remodeling some of their stores to where they have consoles set up and have gamers to have the ability to come in and play video games, test them out before, and, you know, just give them the opportunity to hang out. It wouldn't be considered loitering, it would just be considered hanging out, okay? And the basic idea of that is you get more people in the stores, they are enticed to spend their hardcore cash, or their hard-earned cash. Maybe it is hardcore cash, I don't know. Hopefully not, but let's continue on. I'm getting sidetracked. GameStop is also planning on remodeling some of their stores, but new news has reported that GameStop is actually planning on adding new locations to test out their new theory of adding consoles to their stores, but they are also going to the esports market, which it's kind of funny and kind of ironic that these gaming journalists are reporting esports when it's just like gaming tournaments, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if you would consider or classify what GameStop is, you know, going to be trying to do as esports events rather than video game tournaments, just like you see at mom and pop shops. So this is what GameStop's new plan is that they're going to be opening up new stores, testing out this new thing to where they can have people come in and hang out, kind of similar to a coffee shop, but with video games, and then they are going to be hosting some community tournaments. With that being said, do you guys think this is going to save GameStop, considering the fact that the current generation of consoles is in a cycle, and it's bad for business all around? Less people are going to be buying the current generation of console, less people are going to be buying video games. In fact, PlayStation and Xbox have made it a little bit harder for video game retail stores to keep up with their stores, especially PlayStation, because they've revoked access to GameStops in pretty much every retail store to sell digital games. Now, this doesn't hurt them in a sense of, oh man, they were making a ton of money, because I believe that GameStop and like Best Buy and Target and all those other retail companies weren't actually turning a good profit off of digital games. What it was doing was it was bringing more people into their stores in order to have them buy more things. So, do you guys think that this change is going to help GameStop in the future? Do you guys think that GameStop is still going to be alive in 2020 when PlayStation 5 gets released? Do you guys think that GameStop is going to have a bright and glorious future? Or do you guys think this is going to be the end? They're going to try this thing out and that's going to be it? There's no more hope. There's two sides to the story, but I honestly think that if GameStop does this and also changes their policy with with the used game market and all of that, then they could be on the up and up. But honestly, it's really up to them and then the consumers to decide. Next up, the Nintendo Switch is in the news because Nintendo Japan has announced that they're going to be releasing this model, but with better battery life. So if you're in the market of getting a Nintendo Switch, I would probably advise you to wait until the newer version of the original gets released with a better battery life. Because honestly, this lasts me, I'm at 100% right now. Look, boys, look, I'm at 100%. This is gonna last me probably like 3 hours playing a game, to be completely honest with you guys. Now, the new Switch is going to have better battery life and it's going to be exactly the same. It's not going to be like the Nintendo Switch Lite where you can't take off the Joy-Cons. It's going to be exactly the same. You'll be able to dock it. You'll be able to do the exact same things. It's just going to have a better battery life. My question is, Nintendo, what about us who already own a Nintendo Switch and have been supporting you? Do we just have to carry around battery packs? Wait, I have some. Do we have to carry around battery packs? Like, they're probably not going to do anything for, you know, people that already own a Nintendo Switch. But if you guys are planning or in the market of getting a Nintendo Switch, I would advise you to wait until the new one comes out, because the battery life on this is completely trash. 3 hours for a game. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough of me rambling. Make sure to hit a like, comment down below. If you guys are new, please subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. Thank you guys so much for the continued support on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next news update. It got really hot in here, man. Woo! You guys are freaking awesome.